Hey, what's up? This is Dr. Nima Rahmany, and I'm here with your daily check-in above Atlas, and adjustment if necessary. I'm here with Amanda, just finished Christmas, and had a very interesting Christmas holiday. And just like in your situation, there are a lot of ups and downs that happen. There's family dynamics, there's relationship dynamics, and on this journey that I'm on, to live a life that's congruent with a way of being of fulfillment and achievement and health and wellness, and living what your purpose is and creating a relationship that's in alignment with it. I want to share with you some insights that we've had on our experience over the holidays and with our dark passengers. Now, Amanda is a coach as well in our Powerfully Aligned program, and this is something that we teach in our group, in our mastermind group, and it kind of forces us to look at ourselves as well. And the thing I wanted to share basically is how often I personally judge myself for my dark passenger, and I have a part of your dark passenger. What we share, everyone's got one. It's this part of us that's, there's a dark warrior inside of us. There's that part of us as well that we don't like, the part that we hate, that we're trying to run away from. And what we do is, what I've observed is that the more that I judge myself based on my dark passenger, the narcissistic, attention-seeking part of me that is really highly addictive to certain things in relationships, the more that I judge it for being wrong without creating a safe space to express it, the more I stuff it down and make it wrong, the stronger it gets. And I had an experience with that this past week, and I just observed the power of actually allowing that to express and share it. And then once you share that, the most important thing is to actually hold space for the other person. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this concept of holding space. So I wanted to bring on Amanda and share and say, okay, so what does holding space mean for you? What would be the ideal scenario in relationships if you were to share with men? What would it look like for a guy to actually hold space for you when you're going through your dark passenger? What does that look like for you?
Well, for me, that looks like not trying to fix me or coach me or tell me what to do.
Which I have a big problem with, because as a coach, it's very difficult for me to turn it off.
It looks like looking at me, not away. It looks like, see, what's really going on when I want my partner to hold space is I'm wanting to know that if I get really real, or if I get really crazy, or if I get really scared, or if I get really sad or whatever, that you can hold your shit. So I think why it's hard for guys is because it probably comes across like a test.
Yeah.
And in a way it kind of is.
Truth bomb right there. It is.
But
so
because that's
so tell me what you do when you're testing, when you see that. Okay, guys, the reason why I want to share this is because why this is important is because on the path of creating an aligned relationship, we hide from the truth with certain things that we say, but it's covering up a real truth underneath. And so what would that test be about? Give me an example of what that looks like for you.
When I'm testing?
Yeah, when you're testing.
So for me that looks like trying to push buttons so that I can see if you're going to react, if you're going to get mad, if you're going to lose it. It's like, it's this constant test of, how can you handle how are you going to handle the big things by how are you handling the little things?
Yeah. So I would like in the comment section, ladies, if you can see yourselves in that, and guys, if you're watching this, please share this with your guys. Tag your men if you really want to hear this.
Next time I'll put on makeup.
It's a little bit embarrassing, and I just totally said, hey, we're gonna shoot a video right now, and she's like, okay, because I have a commitment to making it real and relevant and raw, really.
And see, Nima's one of these people that looks 10 times better on camera than he does in person, but I'm one of these people that looks 10 times better in person than I do on camera. So it's tricky.
So not true. How does my hair look? So testing.
Yeah.
Holding space. So is it fair to say that holding space basically means?
Well, the number one thing is, like, the second you make it about you, you fucked up.
Okay.
So if you're truly holding space for me,
yeah.
The second I can even feel like you would rather be anywhere else, but right there in that moment,
yeah,
or B, that it becomes about you in my feminine way, that's a fail. That's a fail to hold space.
So the challenge is for us guys, or the masculine in any, if it's a same-sex couple, or the masculine, whoever's playing that masculine role in a couple, to hold space and understand that person is sometimes testing you, and so to take ourselves out of it.
Let me be clear that while we're talking, while I'm sharing, I'm not thinking I'm testing you.
No, it's unconscious.
No. I'm
it's
not like
completely.
I'm gonna,
that's
no,
why it
I
seems
that's
totally crazy to us.
Yeah.
It seems completely crazy. Actually, that's one of the most Googled terms when men ask, "Is my wife crazy?" And what I want to do here is to dispel the myth that chances are she's not well. I mean, depends on the time of the month for some people, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the hormones actually completely hijack you.
Yes.
However,
which is when we need you the most.
Which is when, exactly. So I wonder what it would be like in the holiday season if we just took that on. That holding space means allowing space for them to test, and the test is, can we keep our cool and stay about them all the while? Can we do that? And so please share.
We'll drag it out longer if you don't.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know.
And it's no matter what's going on, the thing is that women are a lot stronger than I think men give us credit for in our ability to handle things. And sometimes it's not so much what was done, but how it's handled with us after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Truthfully.
So that is our timer.
When we have that, space to share, when you're holding space, it's more about how you're handling that than whatever we might have to talk about.
Yeah.
What happened.
So, moral of the story, holding space for somebody else, for another human being, the greatest challenge you'll have is to not make it about you, which we all struggle with. But if you can stay conscious throughout the holiday season and beyond on your path of creating an aligned relationship, it doesn't mean that disagreements don't happen. It's how we handle them, how we come back so that the time span of suffering is decreased, and that's what we're all about. Please share in the comments section. If you ever have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to our next Daily Adjustment Above Atlas. Peace out.